So October 22nd. Happy birthday, all the station people. Let's talk about some musician birthdays, and then we got news, and then I have a new game for you.
Oh, I
All
love
right.
games.
So, musician birthdays. The legendary Leslie West of Mountain was born in 1945. He left us 4 years ago. Do you know Leslie West? Do you know
No.
his work?
No. Should
So, a couple of years ago, Rolling Stone put out the 250 greatest guitarists. Leslie West was named 245th. He was the singer and lead guitar player for Mountain. I think he belonged in the top 250, and 245 is
Who was the
about
band?
it. So,
Who is the band?
Mountain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Song.
Yeah. Both, he passed 4 years ago.
What's their big hits?
Oh God, I just listened to it yesterday. It'll come to me. They had one hit, but yeah, we're not a major band, but certainly for boomers, yeah, Mountain, Leslie West. It'll come to me.
That one right there. Very best of Mountain. Never in My Life.
Their
Song?
big hit is Mississippi Queen.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a great song. I love that song.
Yeah, Mississippi Queen is their big
Oh, that's
hit.
awesome.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Leslie West.
Mississippi
Okay, here's a name you're
Queen.
not going to know, but I think she is fan-freaking-tastic, and it's you know how some musicians, just for whatever reason, are super talented, and it doesn't click for them financially or successfully or whatever. or
you mean most?
Yeah, 1968, Shelby Lynn. She has always been one of my favorites. So she started off in country music, and she won some couple of awards. Like, oh man, I thought I had this written down, but I didn't. But she won like the Newcomer Award, and then she did a duet with like George Jones and won an event. And then 10 years go by, and nothing for her. She turns to pop music later in life, and then she won the Newcomer Award in pop music, like a Grammy, and then nothing. She did a song for a famous movie where she got it. But anyway, Shelby Lynn was a fantastic vocalist. Started off in country. Shelby Lynn, long time ago, came out as gay, and I think that she got hurt by the country music award.
Yeah, that
by
would've been
that.
pretty
But
early.
if you ever get a chance to see Shelby Lynn, can sing like it's nobody business, all kinds of different music, plays guitar. She's just great.
Cool.
1976, I don't know this guy, John Foreman from the band Switchfoot. 1985, a band that Micah sleeps on, Zach Hansen from the band Hansen.
No, I like him. You convinced me. You converted me.
Okay, 1988, Joe Seward from Glass
They're very
Animals.
talented.
I know Glass Animals. I don't know a ton about Glass Animals. And then I think this is a rapper. I don't know who this is. 1998, Roddy Ricch. Is that a rapper?
I don't know anything.
Well, happy birthday to all those folks. Okay, man, I wasted so much time on we're 15 minutes, 10 minutes in, 12 minutes in. All right, this is the Darren Micah Show, October 22nd. We'll slow down a little bit here. This week, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of George Michael's classic 1984 Careless Whispers, which has re-entered the top 20 at number 12. And it's because of a show, which I wrote down and now have forgotten.
Nice.
But
That is the norm.
one of those shows.
Yeah.
Like,
Show puts it on, and all of a sudden it blows back up for
Isn't
a
that
good
crazy?
hot couple months.
Yeah, I mean, he died like, I don't know, a dozen years ago. He's been getting a long time. But yeah, I love instrumental covers of Careless Whisper because the melody is great.
good, yeah.
YouTuber Stevie T went about 6 or 7 years ago when George Michael passed. He did a guitar instrumental of Careless Whisper that's out of this world. Good.
Awesome. Cool.
It's just really, really good. Hey, you know the country singer Shabuzi,
Yep.
29-year-old. So he recently revealed, that's him, that he wrote a romance novel as a teenager.
Oh, good for him.
The guy that wrote the bar song wrote a romance novel, and he toyed with the idea of becoming a novelist as a teenager, and he started writing romance novel. And he wrote one when around 18. He keeps it on his phone. And he said it's about an art thief engaging in some pretty taboo stuff. And the other one is about an art enthusiast. Anyway, it's about these two people who are very well connected to each other and met later in life under the pretense of art.
That's funny.
Micah, would you read a Shabuzi romance novel?
Darren, I don't read anything, so
Maybe if they made it a Lifetime movie.
I listened to it on an audiobook.
There you go.
know?
How do you put a romance novel on audiobook?
I got this, Darren. And in
All right, go ahead.
should I try?
That's what I want to see. Or
What's
hear.
the yeah? They met at the Louvre.
Oh my god!
It was a dark and stormy night, Darren.
I've been to the Louvre. It's not that romantic.
From
It's
across
pretty,
the room.
It's pretty quiet
They locked
and
eyes.
pristine and clean. It's pretty clean.
Unlike his romance novel.
Right. Well, if it's good, it's not clean. Ozzy Osbourne. We've
Have
heard
you
of him.
seen? Actually, there's like a comedian that pulls up to the gas station as a guy blaring 50 Shades of Grey. and
Oh,
gets-
really?
and he gets gas, and he's always like, "Sup, bro?"
Oh my god, that's great.
And he like picks like the worst part of 50 Shades of Grey.
I never saw that movie.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's about, but I don't. They made
also
they made
know
like
it's
4
about.
of them.
Did they?
Yeah, there's like darker shades of gray and beyond 50, and now it's like 52 shades of gray.
There's like a big
It's-
following cast that's like, if he wasn't
all women that go see that
If he
movie.
wasn't, I mean, maybe.
No, not maybe. I know it is.
If he wasn't, they're like, if he wasn't attractive, then this would be criminal. So,
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's funny how that. Just like when you're checking out a girl at a bar, if you look like me, they're like, pig, with the male gaze. But if you look like you, they're like, oh, that guy's checking me out. So yeah, life is
don't know,
unfair,
Darren.
Mike. Are we just now learning this?
I'm getting older.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of getting older, Ozzy Osbourne. See how I just jump on the segue?
He's getting
right
older.
there? Ozzy Osbourne.
He's getting grown up. I like to
There's
say
a
grown
quote
up.
he said. Anyway, Ozzy Osbourne was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for a second time
Oh, wow.
because in 2006 he was inducted as a member of Black Sabbath, but his latest induction has come from a solo career which started in 1980, and so Osbourne is the 27th artist to be inducted more than once.
I feel like they're
Micah,
just like
I have a list of all 27 artists
have
who have been
inducted.
inducted more than one time into the Music Hall of Fame.
Did they show up both times? Is what I want to know.
Yes. Well, I don't know about all 27. So I am going to name the artists who got inducted from a solo career. Micah,
10.
you are going to induct.
Oh, okay.
You are going to guess the band that they are
Oh.
associated. It's going to be
luck.
tough because it's a lot of classic rock. But
Good
some of them are
luck.
easy.
I'd
Like if
rather-
I say
Fair enough.
Paul McCartney was inducted
Yeah,
as a
got that
soloist in 1999.
Yeah,
the band was.
Rolling Stones.
There you go. See, it's simple, simple, simple. I do want to leave time for what do we got? 15 minutes. All right, yeah, because I do have another game on top of this where it's all games from here out, music related.
It is, and
Are
we
you
have
pumped?
14 minutes. Everyone's
right.
gonna learn how little I know about band names and
Well,
people
these are tough because this is my generation, not yours. Okay, here we go. In 2009, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was famous guitar player Jeff Beck. He was inducted in '92 for the band.
I know this answer, but it's eluding me right
It's
now. Hang
one
on.
word. We eat them as people.
We eat them as people.
It is the Yardbirds.
Oh, yeah, I was way off.
Okay, so the only 3 times
I really like Jeff Beck, and I listen to Jeff Beck, but I've always listened
recent
to
he died this
Jeff
year.
Beck.
Yeah, it sucks.
I
But
know.
I'm telling you,
I know
man,
it is.
all these classic dudes, they're all in their 70s and they are moving quick. So go
Yep.
see them. There's only one person on the list who's been inducted 3 times.
Oh, really?
Do you know who that is?
So he's the only person ever.
Yes, only person ever. He is famous. You know him. You know his music. He's still alive.
Well, you'd have to have a solo career, a big band career,
In another
and
band.
another band career.
Yep. He's that good.
And he's been around for how long?
Well, he's well in his 70s too.
Can I have a hint of
I'll give you a hint. He played in a band with Jeff Beck.
nice.
That's why everybody loves his band.
Oh, nice. Is he the bass player?
No, he's a
Drummer?
guitar player, man.
Oh.
He's got a whole position on the guitar.
Eric? Is it
Yes,
Eric Clapton?
Clapton.
Yeah. There we go.
He was inducted
I knew
soloist
that.
in
See,
2000,
my
Cream
brain-
in 1993,
yeah.
and he played for the Yardbirds
Yep.
in 90. Yeah, so Eric Clapton 3
My
times.
brain was gonna say I had it backwards because I was like Jeff Beck and I thought Cream, and I was like, no, he definitely didn't play in Cream, but I
Right.
knew Clapton played with Jeff. All this makes
Isn't
sense
that
now.
crazy? All right, so Peter Gabriel, 2014, his band was.
Oh yeah, in your
People f-
eyes.
People forget
in-
that he was in this band.
Not Genesis.
It is Genesis.
There we go. Now that.
Yeah, he was the original singer before Phil Collins. Yep. Okay, I'll give you an easier one, a little simpler. 2021, the Foo
I'm
Fighters.
honestly surprised I got that one.
The Foo Fighters were inducted. Dave Grohl, and previously he was inducted.
Nirvana.
All right, there we go. All right, cool. So,
Couldn't be harder on that one.
yeah. So a few more here. So, Jimmy Page was inducted with 2 bands.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin and
Didn't he have a solo career with him and Alison Krauss?
this is not a solo. It's another band. So 95 he was inducted with Led Zeppelin. I can't believe they waited in 95. And in 1992 he was inducted with
Oh, I didn't know Jimmy Page rolled out.
the Yardbirds. Evidently the Yardbirds
Hell,
they had Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, and
They
Jimmy
just-
Page at
They just
some
shuffled.
point.
They just shuffled them in and out.
I guess. I mean, I got to go back and look at the Yardbirds. How
Yeah.
did they get 3 of the greatest guitar players of all
Yeah.
time? That's bonkers. Okay, there's 27, so I'm not going to go through all these. Stephen Stills is inducted twice, both bands, one with Crosby, Stills, and Nash in 1997. But prior to that, he was inducted with what band? Classic rock, Stephen Stills.
Crosby,
It's got 2
Stills,
words.
Nash, and Young.
No, it's
I was
Buffalo
trying-
Springfield.
No, my brain
You'll
was
probably
trying
never
to
get it.
my brain was trying to unpack. But Stills, okay, yeah, I would never get that. I
Yeah.
for some reason thought I was like, what other band?
Some of these are tough, man.
I was like, what other band was Neil Young in? But no, it's just Neil
But
Young.
there are 27 people. All right, let's move on.
Well,
okay, so a few weeks ago we
like-
had.
2 for 12. So
That's hard, man. I would have even struggled with that one. Okay, so a few weeks ago we did a game called Who Quoted, right? Which is kind of a mouthful, and so I changed it. It's the same game, but I'm going to call it Who Said It.
okay,
All right, so that's easier. All right,
that
so
is
this
better.
is
That's
this
good
is-
marketing, Darren.
Yes, thank you. It's October 22nd, Tuesday. Thanks for listening to Darren Micah. We're going to play
That's
a
how
game.
fast life feels. It feels like we're already a week ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's how avant-garde we are. We're always in the future, pushing the envelope. We're so far in the future that the place we left hasn't existed yet. Think about that. That's a thinker, right?
You know, and if we were in Australia, we'd be a day ahead. So.
It's in Australia. It's already Sunday. Okay, Micah. Who said it? Again, this is a
Facts.
show about music.
Facts.
We have 2 artists that are nearly the same people in every way. It's Ozzy Osbourne or Britney Spears.
Love it.
Okay, so we just talked about Ozzy getting inducted into the Hall
They
of
share
Fame
some
again.
similarities.
Ozzy Osbourne, Britney Spears, almost the same people, almost the same career, same music. I'm going to give you a quote. You have 2 choices. It's pretty simple. Did Ozzy say it or Britney say it? Okay? All right, who said it? Ozzy Osbourne or Britney Spears? When you're young, you're stupid. You do silly things.
And that's either one right there. Both. I'm gonna go with Ozzy.
That is Ozzy Osbourne. Yes, I don't want to make it obvious because that's no fun. Okay, who said it? Ozzy Osbourne or Britney Spears? I have a saying, never judge a book by its cover. I say that because I don't even know who I am. I wake up a new person every day.
That's Britney.
That is Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh my gosh.
I said they're the same person.
Oh my
Although
gosh.
it does sound
That
like
sounded like Britney.
apropos to Britney if you follow her
for
on
sure.
Instagram.
Agree. That's what I was thinking. That she's always like figuring out herself.
Yes.
But I didn't think that Ozzy was trying to figure out himself. So that's why I thought it was maybe Britney.
He gave up 40 years ago. All right, who said
Probably
it?
a
The
better-
game that is
better way to
sweeping the
live life.
nation. Yeah, who said it? Ozzy Osbourne or Britney Spears? I go through life like a Karate Kid.
I mean, are you just toying with me?
No.
Because that sounds like Ozzy, but I'm going to say Britney.
It is Britney Spears.
Yeah, it felt like a trap.
Felt like a trap. Who said it? Ozzy Osbourne.
What was that? I go through life like a Karate Kid.
Yeah. I don't
What
even know
does
what that
that
means.
mean?
I don't know.
She just like wax on.
Being picked on?
So
Maybe?
she's like, thanks for my coffee, wax off.
I think it's
Or do you
about
think
being
she
picked
goes?
on, maybe.
You think she goes
And
to the
she's always in
salon and
fight.
she's like, wax on, wax off?
Well, oh God.
I hope not.
I've seen that video.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of depth to that statement, Darren. We could unpack that.
There's
for
not a lot of
hours.
depth to Britney Spears, which is why
That's
people
not
love her.
true. That's not true.
Okay. All right.
That's not true.
Who said it? Ozzy
I
Osbourne or
think
Britney
all
Spears?
people have depth. I just
England is one of my favorite places. The fans are just so crazy.
it feels like Ozzy, so I want to say Britney, but I'm gonna go with Ozzy.
It's Britney Spears.
Gosh dang it! See, I'm gonna just opposite. You're trying to trap me.
No, it's the game. All right, who said it?
Okay.
Ozzy Osbourne or Britney Spears? LA's not a good place to grow old.
Brittany.
That is Ozzy Osbourne.
You know why, Ozzy? Why?
Well,
Where
he's
else-
old, so
Where
anyway.
else does he want to grow old?
Okay, there's a short quote.
I want to play. What do you think they thought they said?
Oh, that would be great. All right, next week we're there. All right, who said it? Ozzy Osbourne or Britney Spears? I'm pretty normal, you know.
Brittany.
That is Britney Spears. There you go.
Fighting for it. Fighting for normalcy.
Who said it? Ozzy Osbourne or Britney Spears? Sundance is weird. The movies are weird. You actually have to think about them when you watch them.
Ozzy?
That is Britney Spears.
Oh, no.
Oh, can we
No,
just slow
Brittany,
down
no.
and soak in this
I thought
beautiful quote?
Brittany would. Yeah, I didn't think she'd
You
say
have
that.
to think about
Yeah.
them when you watch
You
them.
know, I
That's
was-
why she considers movies weird.
Here's what
the
I-
woman you said has depth doesn't want to think about the movies.
I didn't say smart there. No, I'm just kidding.
She has value in this world, but I
Here's
don't
what
think she's the brightest
in her
bulb.
defense, here's what I want to say.
Yeah.
I specifically avoid Sundance movies when I don't want to think. So she's not wrong. You
That is
do
true.
have to think about
I go
them.
out of my when I'm stressed or
Correct.
tired, I will watch
Correct.
a silly.
I'm not
show or-
watching
yes.
anything with subtitles, and I'm not
on
watching
some
anything that's
Jim
Sundance.
Carrey movies, yeah.
And when I want to be heady, I'll watch a Sundance movie. So
Yes.
it's like she's not wrong. I fully agree with that.
Yes. What do we got? About 5 more
You
minutes.
know who's not very different? Me and Brittany, Darren.
Oops, you did it again.
See, I thought you give me that quote, and I was going to say both because I feel like Ozzy Osbourne would totally be like, "Oops, I did it again."
I'm sorry, I bit the head off the bat. Who said that?
Okay,
No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
Brittany.
Okay. You never know. Okay, so here we go. Here's who said it. We have 2 more, Micah. Here on October 22nd,
I almost spit coffee on you.
2024. I'm about caring. I'm about people. I'm about entertaining people. I've been a lot of other things over the years, which we don't really want to talk about.
See, that's definitely Brittany, but it's probably Ozzy because it feels like a trap. But I'm gonna go with Brittany.
That is Ozzy Osbourne.
See, trap me again.
I didn't trap you. I just asked you a question. All right, here we go. Here's the
I
last
just
one.
asked you a question.
I love this. I saved my favorite for the last. Who said it? Was it Ozzy Osbourne or Britney Spears? I don't want people kissing my ass. If I had a bad show and I know it, don't tell me I had a good show. I hate that.
I think what you meant is kissing my donkey from Shrek. But I would say Britney Spears.
That is Britney Spears.
I think I batted 50%.
No, I think it was like 25%. So if we want to go back and get it right.
I don't think we need to go back. It's not
I-
like we have it on footage.
I think I think you talked about Britney Spears having depth. I think this is the most depth thing that she quoted, at least of this game. I can't imagine a life of just yes people around me. That's where we get in trouble, man.
Can you have a bad show if you're not singing? I'm
Snap.
just.
That was Micah that said that, Britney.
I am slightly kidding, and
Yeah.
I want this to be
Yeah,
noted.
you can.
Hang
You
on.
can have a bad
I'd
show.
like to lead in with this too. I have nothing against lip singing, and I have nothing against.
She definitely sings with backing tracks.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
But
she particularly does.
but I feel like you'd certainly still dancing.
Yes.
Just not being into it. It's man, I'll tell you, man, the life of a professional artist. Brittany, I feel for you. I feel for it. Like it's like I do and I don't, but I do. Like it's
Oh, I
not
do.
easy.
I think she had
man.
a
You're
horrible
on-
upbringing.
Oh,
Her dad
I feel
is a
really
monster.
sorry for her.
Yeah.
Dude. I mean, you have. It's just you're always going, man. You're
Yeah.
like you're practicing, you're rehearsing, you're playing. Like it just seems like a lot.
Well, it's just
you see
first of all,
Chapel Roan taking a few weeks off for mental health. You know,
she,
it's like
for saying nothing.
yeah.
Well, Brittany, first of all, she had horrible parents for all accounts.
So
and then
terrible.
secondly, you're asked to live in an adult world when you're 15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
Your brain's not done growing until you're 30.
I tell him like 35. Mine just made it, Darren.
I'm waiting for mine to tell me it's done cooking. But yeah, ask that as you throw a teenager in an adult world. It's tough. It's confusing, and yeah. And I like Brittany. I
too.
support Brittany. I
too.
can
I'm
name
not-
2
I'm
of her
probably not-
songs, but I
I'm not
hope
watching it. I'm
Brittany
not-
is happy and healthy. Man.
Oh, 100
Yeah.
everybody. I'm not going to go to the tour and check it, but I fully support it, and good on it. I think the world always needs more art, no matter how much art is coming into the world.
Yeah.
So, and if you don't like something, go do something else. Go do
Amen
something
to
else.
that. I think we landed this plane right on time.
We did, Darren. We landed this plane right on time. Well, thank you,
Yay.
everyone, for tuning in this week on the Darren and Micah Show here at 94.3 KWVH, Wimberley Valley Radio. Guys, take your Claritin. Maybe cover your mouth while you're outdoors
And do not go see Micah at Salt Lake tonight.
from a distance.
You're not invited.
Where you can wave
You
at
can listen in the parking lot.
me. Yeah.
And I'm going to go there tonight and
Yeah.
just stand in the parking lot in the back and go, free bird!
Can you
Free bird!
Can you bring a lighter and just
Yes.
and I'll play Adele songs the whole time.
There
you
you
can
go.
bring a bottle of wine and some Kleenex and just cry.
Yes.
Honestly, you'll be able. I'm not that far away if they have me at the
Free
cellar.
bird!
Until next time, later, everybody.